Hey, Soul Fam. Good morning, Neverland. All right, I'm in a excited rush today. Maybe not a rush, but I want to catch a bus. I'm already a little bit behind. I missed my first bus, and I'm trying to catch this next one. It's early enough. I think I can record without too much interference. It's going to be a little bit bumpy because I'm not really focused on stabilizing the camera at all. Yeah. Woo, I'm so excited. Like, new things are coming in, getting a lot of good energy. Really excited about my video last night too. Because it's just, man, there's so much energy, guys. It's there's so much potential and possibility. I mean, for everything. And I want to be an example of that too. Because people are gonna, I know how people are, man. And I'm not gonna wait for opportunity to come knock on my door. It's gonna come find me, and I'm gonna make it. And through the universe, through God, Jesus, whatever you want to say, whew. And so I might be a little bit out of breath. I'm walking fast. I gotta make it. I'm kind of checking the time too. And so this is gonna be a day walker episode. Anyway, I'll give a little bit of background. I know kind of that it's kind of like a vlog, video diary, which is great, man. Which is great. Anyway, it's a little bit windy. I think it should be okay. I've recorded before where it didn't seem too windy for the microphone, so that's what's important. Whew. But I gotta keep walking. There's so much opportunity, you guys. So much freaking opportunity. So much about it is tapping into it, but I've kind of always known that. That's why it's really a vibes thing. Like, even the opportunities that I've seen, if you're not in a good vibe place, it's a high vibe place. It's unreachable. I don't know what else to say. Even if you can intellectually see those things, it's just like you don't have the energy or the capacity to reach for those things. And there's layers to it. Man, I was listening to something earlier today where it's kind of putting things into perspective for me. As high vibe people, as people who have walking the path on the way, loving the truth, we're going to encounter individuals who might even be very similar to us, and they've just chosen to shut off their intuition and not listen to it. They might, I don't know, it's like and it is layers to it, because I understand a lot of it too. Crossing the street here. And then, because, self-worth issues and everything, you could want to experience something and try to manifest it into your life, but when it comes into it, it's just like, it's the shock of it, and you're like, I can't do this. I'm not ready for it. All right, there's some people doing some yard work. I'm just going to try to talk through it. It's a challenge for me, man. It's like I'm living my own life and everything, and I just got to keep going. And, setting boundaries and everything. I'm polite and everything. I'm not filming them or anything. But, I think I've said it in other videos before. That's when I'm doing arrogant. No, I'm just living my life, man. Just like we all are. Oh, wow. There's a turkey up ahead. Big old male turkey. Must be that time. He's doing his show. I'm gonna try to flip it. I don't know if you can see it. Zoom in a little bit. Yeah, I'm gonna get closer. Try to keep it up, but man, those male turkeys, when it's part of their mating ritual, I guess you could say. He's showing off his feathers. I can't zoom in anymore, you guys. I'm sorry. My eye zoom is so much better than the camera zoom. This is ridiculous. Because he looks pretty big in my vision right now. Oh, he's dragging. You see, I think he's either just practicing or he's showing off for a girl, but I don't see any girls around. Oh. There might be a girl in the woods right there. But I have these spirit cards, these spirit animal cards. And turkeys are about letting go and giving away the past, you know. And so the fact that I keep seeing them, especially more recently when doing the ritual of release, is, you know, par for the course. Oh, and there's so many turkeys, you can't really see them. I'm sorry, you guys. You can kind of see that one. Yeah, they're all, I think it's just a bunch of males and they're just showing off for each other, right? That's what males do, you guys. We practice on ourselves, so we're a little more comfortable when we can practice on the women. I'm kind of jogging right now. I'm going to keep my, I feel like I'm making good time. Oh, I should be able to be fine. Whew. I just want to make sure I catch that bus. So much of my situation is changing, you guys. So back to what I was talking about too. Because just like with my housemate situation, I realize she's gone through trauma. All right, it's not like I'm unfamiliar with it, but when someone projects their shadow self, they become kind of dangerous, man. And even for, you know, and I've talked about it before, narcissists, man. If you're coming from a higher perspective, you feel bad. You feel bad for these individuals a lot of times, especially the vulnerable narcissists, where it's like if you're in a good place, you want to help them. You almost can't help it. But part of what I'm seeing and what I'm recognizing is that this is why we lead by example. Because guess what? In the depths of my despair, when things were, when the KYS feelings were coming at the most prominent, guess who saved me? Nobody, okay? Nobody. It was me and God, all right? It was my choice to continue to live. And I reached out to God, you know, and I feel like I was shown what I needed to see. And shown myself, too. Because on so many levels, it's just like, I feel like I was embraced, you know? It's just like, you can come, you can quit. You can totally quit. But look at your heart, you know? Look at what you won't be able to do. Look at what you won't reach, and look at the ripples that you could potentially make just by existing, just by being authentic. And that's what I'm even coming across to. These individuals need examples. And so I'm starting to recognize, I hope this isn't too loud. Run down a little bit more. I think I should be good. Oh yeah, making good time. Busy time, man, busy time. In the middle of the morning. Maybe you can tell by sunlight. But back on track, right? Being examples is where it's at. It's the only thing that we can do sometimes, and it's the best thing we can do. And it's the double-sided thing, you know. There's only one absolute. But it's being an example. If I can do it myself, anybody can, man. And it's about a process too. You got to be honest. Like that's the biggest thing that I think that I've encountered with some of these individuals is that they don't want to be honest. They don't want to be honest with themselves. Their heart's aching. They want something better for themselves. They realize that there's healing potential that's there. Their intuition is screaming at them, listen to me. And they're too much caught in their ego. And so it's going to increase the pain. It's going to increase the emotional pain. It's going to potentially become physical pain, ailments, disease. And it's just going to intensify. And it's not up to me to decide, you know, how much someone needs to suffer. Like, that's why, you know, I come back to me where it's just like, okay, you know, I'll you know, spirit, you know, if you think I can handle it, I guess I'm gonna experience it. But with that said, you know, if there's any choices up to me, I'm done. I don't want to suffer anymore. I'm not going to cause my own pain. And if some of that has to do with self-worth issues, you know, I gotta get on board with that. Flipping it in. Whew. Gotta go. All right, still making good time, but I don't know. I usually consider this like the halfway path, but we'll see. Whew. And I'm cutting across for time. And as always, you always just want to make sure, especially seeing like Johnny Somali cases, nuisance streamers, other people just being idiots. I do everything legal, guys. I don't trespass. I don't do any of that shit. And I'm doing everything. If my words are illegal, then we got problems, man. We got way big problems. Because I'm being respectful too. Whew. And if some of the ideas I'm presenting are considered illegal in a society or something, then just no. Nope. I don't know what else to say. Whew. All right, let's keep going. Yeah, I'm making good time. Whew. Especially at this pace, I think I'll, yeah. I'm making good time. And it takes me, okay, no, I'm doing calculations in my head, right? You do that calculation meme, right, with the person thinking, and then those figures and facts flying by. That was me. just for bus time and calculating time, man. All right, anyway, right, back to the subject. It's probably going to be pretty loud. I'm starting to realize, because during my work hours, I was usually very, very early in the morning, or I was very, very late at night walking this path, and it was more barren. But I'm starting to realize that basically, I would say like from 7 a.m. onward, this is a busy street, man. This is a busy street. And I always say this for my walker episodes. What are all these people doing? And this is why I get to this premise too, man. We need better public transportation systems in this okay, for my community, man. For my community. That's why neither here nor there. I might end up traveling out of the USA someday. At the moment, I'm sticking. Because one of the things is that we'll kind of figure that stuff out as it goes along. But I'm not running from anything is the big issue. If spirit tells me to go somewhere, I'm going to go there. And it's just straight up. With that said, I'm going to stay, man. Like, if I can. And I'm open to leaving, you guys. Like, the biggest thing is that the way that I feel about it too, the kind of person I am, I'm gonna create value no matter where I go. And if a country or a community or a place doesn't want me, I don't want to be there either. So we're seeing how my country of origin is gonna deal with me, I guess. How they're gonna treat me. Because I want the best for the United States, man. That's the truth. I want the best for everybody, though. Like, we got to recognize our common humanity. That's a big thing, guys. Whew. And I run in a bunch of different circles. I probably confuse the algorithm so much, man. It is what it is. Maybe I'll talk about it someday. Maybe someday I won't. Getting some good exercise. We're making excellent time, guys. I should maybe even slow down a bit. Take it easy, a little calm down. Whew. But yeah, things are looking so up for me right now. To kind of switch subjects here about my personal life and everything, and kind of tying it back to what I was talking about earlier too. I know this might be hard to hear, but I don't think we should wait for people. Like, God's going to take care of them, guys. Spirit's with all of us, and it's up to each individual to choose. I think a lot of the times people end up getting involved either, in situations, whatever it happens to be, relationships, work relationships, romantic relationships, friendships. We come into people that we're in frequency resonance with. I'm going to run. Whew. Right? And then just like that, sometimes we fall out of that, and that's okay. if we encounter, and it works on so many different levels too. Like if I'm going to go back to my roommate situation, I shouldn't say roommate because she's a housemate. We don't share a room. Thank God. Thank God. And oh man, I lost my train of thought. Whew. It's probably because I need oxygen to my brain. It's funny when you're talking and running, you know, and I'm hearing a lot of that stuff too, you know. It's why I keep coming back to health and everything too. I think part of walking the spiritual path, especially for a lot of us, we intellectually and maybe on like an emotional heart capacity level understand, but if we're not rooted in our body, then it makes we get stuck. And then I would say we become open to manipulation that way too. And then we're enabling these individuals, and it's not helping them. That's a key factor too. So I keep coming back to the example part. And it's also why I like Christianity as well, in so much as, you know, Christ is the example. That's what we draw from, guys. Like, this is what I don't understand about, I think I would call it hollow Christianity. Whew, okay, I just gotta run a little bit. I'll explain myself in a second. There's just certain portions of the road I just want to get through. There's not a lot of places to jump off the side of the road, unfortunately. It just is what it is. Right? Get off the road here for a second. Got an oncoming car. But I think it's the greatest disservice to Christ to not take him as an example. Like, truly. When we place Christ on a pedestal, that's this unobtainable thing. When he's not an example of what to be, but rather the perfect thing. And unreachable. You know, you ask for Jesus' forgiveness, and then it becomes this idol, is essentially what it is. I'm going to be straight, man. Like, this is why a lot of I've butted heads with some Christians, is because I don't consider them real Christians. You know, and I know they're going to say the same about me. So it is what it is, man. You gotta pay attention. You gotta listen. You gotta listen with your heart. You gotta listen with your intuition, and trust spirit, man. Not even trust, but have faith. You're going to listen and find the right kind of words and the right people, the individual circumstances that wherever you're in frequency vibration with, you know, resonance with. Because part of it, I'm making good time. I don't have to run. Part of it is you might experience different talks or people or channels or whatever, you know, right? That are great for where you're at that point. One of the things that I have used that I don't always have a frequency resonance with, but at the time it was helpful. And maybe none of that stuff is, but I'm thinking of, you know, like Alex Jones, you know, some of the stuff which exposes things on the conspiracy side of things, but they also, you know, especially being on that level too, how many are plants, you know, how many are disinformants, assets of the same machine that they claim to be taking down, and it's good to recognize that. Like, that's why, on my level, I'm not worried about taking down the machine, sticking it to the man. That's not... You're playing their game. Anyone who's in that vibration is playing their game because it's a fearful thing. You have to fight against this really powerful foe, and so you feel... And, you know, it's a story. And you know, sometimes you can feel that way. You know, I mentioned it a little bit, but maybe it's like the masculine fantasy, you know, the 300 stance, Thermopylae, but just like a heroic last stance. And maybe on some levels that's what I'm doing. That's what all of us are doing. But I don't see it that way. If anything, it's just like I'm leaving that kind of a situation completely and emerging into a new world. Because what I'm starting to see is that these being able to play with vibration and everything, you know, I don't have to be in their society is essentially what it is. And I believe, and I see evidence of it, that we're starting to even create our own society in the cracks of things. And that's where it starts, man, grassroots. You know, what do they say? I don't believe in revolutions, all right? I'll explain that maybe in another video, but the revolution will not be televised. All right, remember that. And I'm more about internal awakening and then choosing from that place of awareness. Where do you want to go? What do you want to participate in? Where do you want to put your focus and your energy? And that's what I'm doing right now. I'm on the solution, you guys. I'm focused on the solution. And it's taken me a while. And going back and forth, too. I think that's a normal thing. All right, let's see. Not yet. Oh, no. Whoa, not yet. I'm so busy, guys. All right, let's run. Run. Whew. Oh, okay. Making good time. I think I can walk the rest of the way. I'm gonna walk fast though. I don't wanna miss my bus, man. Don't wanna miss my bus. Anyway, it's great. I'm getting a little more confident too. It's hard coming in front of other people. It's getting easier. Seeing other people do it too. It's crazy. If you're an egoist or get off on that stuff or anything, it's different, you know, because you're not really showing yourself. I mean, this is, if you're gonna ask me, like, let's I know I mentioned it before about nuisance streamers and everything, but a lot of these people are able to do what they're doing because they're wearing a mask and they know it. So if you attack them, you're attacking a mask. They don't care. I'm not showing my authentic self, so fuck you, right? Screw you, I don't care. You can call me whatever. It's not really me. Okay. Who are you then? And that's ultimately what it is, man. I want to do so many shout outs. All right, good. Woo! Going, man, going. Walking on the line. Until I can get down. And, it's going to be so loud. It's a really busy time. Sometimes you're busier than others. You know how it is. Yeah. Anyway, yeah, I'm making good time. I'm going to have to cut it here pretty soon. I'll see when I get to the bus stop. Yeah, but just all of that, guys. I know I jump around so much. I can't help it. Lots to talk about. Try to stay focused, focus fire. Keep things more cohesive. Alright, bus isn't here yet, so I'm okay. It's always a little bit nerve-wracking when the bus is already there, because every driver's different. I've had drivers leave early, and then it just sucks, man. It just sucks. I understand, I've worked so many jobs, guys. I said that in last night's video too. I've never been a bus driver, but I've done things very similar. For a particular event, I was a taxi driver, which was very fun. Oh God, that was like initiation for me. Maybe I'll be able to share that experience with you guys someday, but that's a long story. Whew. Part of my journey, man. Anyway, back to this. Back to maybe the original subject, right? It's very important, man. When I leave a situation or a person, it's not because I hate them. It's not because I wish them ill. It's because they're dealing with their own thing. And I don't want to play those ego games anymore, you guys. If someone is still stuck in that, where they want to make other people wrong in order to be right, if they gotta, it's just low vibes, man. It's just low vibes. I don't know what else to call it. It's a situation that we don't have to be in unless we choose it for ourselves. And I'm choosing something very different now. I'm choosing high vibes. I'm choosing myself. And for empaths, that's extremely important. An empath that chooses themselves becomes a super empath. I'm just going to be straight, man. Whew. Right, there's some people at the bus stop. I'll try to give them some space, maybe get in some shade. I'll check the time too, make sure I gotta see what the situation is. Maybe we'll miss the bus, I'm not sure. Or sometimes buses don't show up. You know what happens. We're in America after all. It's not like we're in Japan. Yeah, we got like 7-8 minutes. We're good. Let's see. Let's see if I can sit somewhere. Yeah, let's just sit down. Oh. Whew. But yeah, if you identify as an empath, you gotta be for yourself first, and ultimately it'll be because that is what will allow you to give of yourself. If you don't have a stable sense of self, or if your identification is so overwhelmed with giving to other people, that's when you get taken advantage of. And I also really want to drive home. I'd love to make this a subject of another video, but if you're coming from if you really want to serve others, if that's really what your focus is, the best way to serve others is to first stabilize yourself. Because in that enabling energy, you're not helping anybody. You're people who are familiar with addiction, alcoholism. If you enable that behavior, it's just going to continue forever. And is that really helping them? No, of course not. Of course not. Choosing not to help them or enable them anymore might lead to a collapse. Might lead to their earthly exit, and that's not your responsibility. All right, especially we're all adults here, right? Hopefully, if you're in a different kind of a situation, I understand. Things with children get messy, man, with offspring. Especially if unions were made before there was real healing, you might get involved with some individuals who are just very toxic, and it becomes a very interesting kind of a situation. Are you seeing this? Right? I see that as confirmation too, you guys. Bus is not here yet, just checking. Don't want to miss my bus. And I think I can see it right there. I'll try to keep the camera right here. Right, Jerry Springer, final thoughts. Yeah, if you truly love others, truly, you gotta love yourself. You gotta love yourself. All right. And we're doing it. We're getting through this. Collective. Love you guys. We're doing this together. I feel it. And people are joining the boat every day, man. Every day. We're getting bigger, brighter. Shining like the sun. So we'll leave it at that. A little bit short today, but that's okay. I want to make sure, like I said, I want to make sure to get the bus and everything. I feel like there's something I need to say still, but I just don't know what. Oh, I forgot my hair ties today. Oh well. Got the wild beard. I might try to grow out a little bit more, but first, my living situation. Gotta take care of that. Anyway, remember that, guys. Take care of yourselves. Spiritually, internally, and then physically too. Because physical situations are very important to take care of. You can create space for yourself no matter where you're at, just like I have in my current living situation. But then from that, you got to build off of that, take risks, and make sure to create a clean space for yourself, a good space for yourself, which is going to look different for everybody. And that you're worth it. All right, that's the biggest thing. If I could come back to that, that's maybe what I need to say too. You're worth it. You're worth it. I'm worth it. We are worth it, guys. And I think that's been our biggest detriment to manifesting better lives and being a cleaner example for everybody, is that it's a worthiness issue. And a lot of these people who have a lot of false bravado, they don't love themselves, man. They don't have that self-worth. If anything, they're self-deprecating. And there's comedic aspects. I understand that, right? There's only one absolute. But in the context of this conversation, have self-worth, man. We're worth it, and it doesn't diminish anybody else's self-worth too. That's one of the biggest things that I want to say. When you have self-worth, you can recognize other people's self-worth, and if they don't recognize it themselves, there you go. With all that said, I think the bus is going to be here in a second. Peace out, love within. Catch you guys on the flip side.